Hey guys, Jonah here, 76 vintage, and I'm back with another beer review. And I'm doing another one because I need to get rid of some beers. So I am drinking beers. I'm trying to anyway. We have got another one from the birthday box of beers from Vibrant Forest. This one is a Witbier. It's called Clouded Sun, and it is 4.2 on the percent. I think, oh, it's a bit shiny. I should be able to do this. Clouded Sun wit beer. Clouded Sun is our take on a Belgian wit beer. Brewed it with a high proportion of wheat, which is cool. Hot side additions of orange peel. Okay, yeah, orange peel, okay. Coriander seed, yeah, that's fine. And chamomile. That's not that traditional. Anyway, never mind. Fermented on a classic Belgian yeast. All these combine into an orangey, effervescent, and thirst-quenching beer. What else have we got in there? We have got just barley and wheat in this bad boy. 4.2%. Is that really Belgian wit beer strength? Or is your take on it to make it really weak? I don't know. Belgian wit beers are usually a bit stronger than that, but hey, who am I? Who am I, dear viewer? I have been to Belgium a few times, and I have drunk a few wit beers in my time too. But yes, it is an interpretation. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Get the words mixed up sometimes. Right, let us get this bad boy into a can. No, from a can into a glass. And as we all know with Belgian beers, you chuck everything in. Look at that fluffy head, my God, that is pretty damn good. Why is it more fluffy on my side of the glass? Don't know. Okay, so weirdly, you can see through here, but up here it's a bit more opaque. Strange. Let us do the old picture. You know what we're going to do. We're going to do some of that, some of that. Try and get it in shot, and then a cheeky grin from me. Let us see what we get. Wow, the old cap is falling off. The head is kind of going. Yeah, Belgian Wits tend to be kind of German almost. They have huge heads. This one, not so much. So, not convinced on the yeast. So far. Although I am getting some kind of wafty kind of stuff. Ooh. Okay, chamomile I'm definitely getting. And a little bit of kind of banana, which is good because that kind of means that the yeast is there. Belgian yeast, I should say, is usually sort of banana, which is the one I like, the side. Banana and clove usually, and it's usually in a ratio. I like more of a banana style. I like Banana Gorilla from when I was a little boy and read Richard Scarry books. Very cool. And Lowly Worm and things like that. Look at that. The head has just disappeared, which is not very Belgium and not very Witbier style. You also get that kind of big head that hangs around for ages in the German Weissbier style, but yeah, not getting much of the orange on the nose anyway. Let's see what we get when we dive in, dear viewer. Cheers and beers. My health and your health. Oh. And if you're hearing some ridiculously loud noises, we've got the washing machine going downstairs. So yeah, it's kind of like a whizzing. Wow. Okay. Oh, interesting. So I am getting orange, but I'm getting like orange blossom, and the chamomile is definitely there, which is really interesting because I've had some Japanese beers in the past, and I think Spanish beers as well that have had chamomile in there, chamomile kind of tea or tisanes added into the kind of into the hops, into the boil basically, which is absolutely nuts. Um, but chamomile does work very well in beer. Well, I think it does anyway. So that's really cool. The marmalade kind of orangey kind of thing, the peel, which usually gives a zesty thing, I'm not really getting. But maybe it's so light, maybe it's getting lost in some of the other flavours. So we shall see how it goes. But yeah, I think another one. I had a beer literally the other day, and it was incredibly watery and weak. And yeah, same with this. I wonder if they're backwatering their beers. I'm not suggesting they are. That's not true. I apologise, Vibrant Forest. But my God, you're really backing off in the ingredients, especially with some traditional styles, to make the beers weaker. Nobody wants weak beers, apart from potentially if you're trying to stretch it and make more money out of your beers. And I really hope you're not doing that, because that would be incredibly bad, in my opinion. Yeah, so banana. I'm not sure I'm getting the banana in the mouth, but on the nose, I'm getting that banana coming through, and not so much of the clove, which is, in my opinion, fantastique. Um, what was that Belgium yeast? Was it called banana split or banana gorilla or something like that? Another Richard Scarry reference. But my God, those yeasts are fantastic. You can actually buy them. There's a certain herbalness to it as well, and that's in addition to the chamomile. But there's a sort of herby kind of thing going on. Oh, okay. So the zest, no lemon, the orange kind of peel, which is kind of zesty. That's kind of where you want it. Um, the oils coming out are kind of there, but they're really in the background because this is such a thin, weak kind of beer, mouthfeel wise as well. It's absolutely weak, and you can see it is kind of hazy, but you can almost see through that haze, which is crazy. And yeah, the lacing is. I mean, there is some. Don't get me wrong. There is some lacing there, but there should be for this style. There should be a lot more. And I know they've said, "Oh, it's our modern twist on things," but they've said that a lot in this box. Um, and I think personally, I prefer the OG. I prefer the original versions of these beers. And with Belgium styles and that kind of thing, you need to stick to the original style. Maybe the American styles, they haven't been around as long. West Coast styles, East Coast styles, blah, blah, blah. We're only talking 20, 30 years. Wit beer styles have been around for hundreds of years. So I think it's a bit much to say it's the modern world, isn't it? Saying, "Oh, we know much better than the things that have been around for hundreds of years, artisanal." And then someone comes along and says, "Oh, I know better because I've been brewing for 2 seconds. I know better. I can improve." Well, can you? Can you though? In this case, no. I would much prefer a traditional Wit beer. The only thing is, whatever yeast you've used is really giving that banana kind of thing, and that's fantastic. If you did a straight Vit beer without all the shenanigans, using the same yeast and made a Vit beer with this banana takeover, OMG, that would be really, really good, in my opinion. Yeah, perhaps there's a bit too much going on. I like the banana, I really do. In fact, there's a little bit of creaminess there too. And I don't think, let me just double check, was there any oat in there? I don't think there was. Dun, 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 dun. No, malted barley and wheat. No oats in there. But it's that combination, and this is really interesting. Um, it's the combination of the yeast, which is giving that banana characteristic, and the wheat. Ooh, quite carbonated too. So yeah, the yeast versus the wheat, irrespective of what hops you've used, and it is a multi yeast based style. In fact, a Vit beer is mainly a yeast based style, to be honest. But it is obviously a Vit, i.e., a white beer. Um, it's not necessarily that it's cloudy per se, but yeah, it's kind of the yeast that's giving that kind of style. And you've done really well. But adding all the other stuff, so the chamomile, which I'm not anti, um, and then the orange, and the coriander. Yeah, the coriander seed. That's something I'm not really getting. Well, I should say maybe that's helping, but usually I can pick out coriander. I really hate coriander leaf. It makes me want to puke. But coriander seed, yes, and it's really good in this style. But it usually gives a bit of spiciness. This one's a bit more creamy, a bit more banana-y. Not so much spice there. Um, and then the orange thing is kind of, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. It's in style. Don't get me wrong. Uh, Obviously, the Blue Moon, which is not a Belgium, it's an American style Vit beer, but they serve it with yeah, with orange, with a slice of orange, sometimes literally on the side of your pint glass, which is cool. I really like that sense of theatre. Does it add anything taste-wise? Don't know. So yeah, and it could be stronger. That's the other thing. But the beer the other day was a pretty weak beer. So yeah, modern take on styles. Stick to the OG. You can still make them, but just call it don't call it a modern one. Call it a Vit beer, and that's it. Have they said anything else? No, they haven't. Cool. Let me finish this off. How are we doing? We're not doing too bad on time today. Oh, yeah. I'm warming to this beer. At the start, I was like, well, and I've kind of been criticizing it, but it's not a bad beer. It's if this was 5%, maybe 5.5, it would be really, really good. But as I've drunk that beer, it's getting more and more to a beer that I'm like, you know what, this is not too bad, and taste wise, really good. The banana is fantastic. Not too much cloves, so if that's the way you like your Vit beers, why don't give this one a go? Vibrant Forest, Clouded Sun. I'd be very, very interested to try this on tap to see if it's the same strength. Number one, but also see if it tastes the same, because that's not too far off. Bit stronger, and yeah, if you're going to do the orange thing, maybe wait till the end of the beer or something like that. Guys, this has been Uncle Jonah. Drinking beers purely for your entertainment. I am actually liking this beer far more than that gluten-free one the other day, which was just, oh, I just don't like session IPAs. But Vit beers, I really do like. Please take care of yourselves, take care of each other. And why not come back and join me for another voyage, sailing the seas of beer. And that's coming up real soon.